easier for me. So because of that, I don't know a lot of English worship songs, so I'm not going to sing. I'm sorry, guys. And I didn't want to just read a verse. So what today I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to read a poem.
Amen.
Now, it's a spoken word poem, and you can find it online. But I'm not a rapper, and I'm not really that fluent like that, so hopefully it comes out okay. For those of you that don't know me, para los que no me conocen, soy la hermana de Miriam. My name is Damary Montalvo. Damary Montalvo. It's actually still, Nieves is still a part of my name, so Montalvo, legally. So what I'm going to read today is called Counterfeit Gods, and it's by a poet called Jefferson Bethke, and you can look him up in case you want to hear this poem again. I was hoping or thinking that perhaps there'd be more young people, or perhaps someone who maybe not know God or new to church, but it's okay, because even though the beginning is kind of directed to those who don't believe in God, even I picked this poem because it spoke to my life. And you don't have to stand or anything. I'm going to read in Exodus 20. You see, I'm nervous, so good thing I didn't sing anyway. Exodus 20, verse 3 says, "You shall have no other gods before me.
Amen.
You shall not make for yourself a carved image, any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me." And I'm going to read it in Spanish, because I think the majority of you, half is about 50 Spanish. Dice en Éxodo capítulo 20, versículo 3, "No tendrás dioses ajenos delante de mí. No te harás imagen ni ninguna semejanza de lo que está arriba en el cielo, ni abajo en la tierra, ni en las aguas debajo de la tierra. No te inclinarás a ellas, ni las honrarás, porque yo soy Jehová tu Dios, fuerte, celoso, que visito la maldad de los padres sobre los hijos hasta la tercera y cuarta generación de los que me aborrecen."
Amen.
Also want to give the thanks to Alex and Miriam for giving me the opportunity, because if you don't put me up here, honestly, I won't ask. So I thank those who actually have believed in me and, given me this opportunity.
Amen.
Okay. You might say, "I don't believe in God." I can talk loud enough, right? Yeah. But the Bible says not possible. See, everyone has a God, whether or not it's the God of the gospel. You might not believe in God, but everyone has one thing that's king. I mean, even the dictionary defines God as whatever we make supreme. Because it's a theme, it's a thread. You see it inside of all human beings. The fact that we all worship. And no, worship is not just singing. Now, I know you're probably like, come on, I don't worship. I put that on the shelf. But I say technically, we all worship. We just worship ourselves. See, we all worship something. To an object, we're all liable. To some ladies, their man is their God, and Cosmo is their Bible. But yet we mock and we laugh at the Israelites' golden calf, but we do the same right back. It just looks a little different than that. So question, what's on your throne? What do you chase so that you don't feel alone? See, what defines you? What do you give ultimate worth? And what if taken from you causes ultimate hurt? Now see, that is your God. And all of us, we sacrifice deep joy for shallow happiness. But to be honest, we look like fools. We're like grown adults in a baby kiddie pool, and we're like, oh my God, guys, this is so cool. Because we're slaves to our possessions, we're always craving something new. But reality check, if you can't give it up, you don't own it. It owns you. And that's why the Bible, it says we're spiritual prostitutes. In fact, it says we're worse. Because at least prostitutes get paid for their works. All we get paid is a hearse. That's why worship is not just a behavior, it goes way into our core. So ask, what is your God? What do you bow down before? For some of us, we don't worship Jesus, but we worship what he said. See, we have theology in our head, but in our hearts, we're poor, pitiful, naked, and dead. Or some of us, we worship in stadiums, while some of us worship in bars. Some of us worship our possessions, while some of us worship our cars. Some of us worship science, while some of us worship the arts. But I don't care what clothes your idol's wearing, the disease is the heart.
Amen.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, are you saying we should hate money, hate fun, and never have sex? No, I'm saying God created all of these things to be enjoyed, but in their proper context. But I want to transition. I want to make a spiritual incision. Can you really say these things are the ultimate purpose of living? Oh, I took some stuff out, so you guys might not want to do that. You guys really don't want to do that, because I really tweaked some things. I mean, instead of worshiping the creator of you and I, we've all said, screw you, God, I'll take your stuff, but you can die. But that trade is terrible, trading God for man. It's like God offers us water, and we say, but God, this is such good sand. Or we say, a God that requires me to give up something I just can't fathom. Yet most of us seem fine giving up everything for a quick ... Well, you can imagine. I mean, am I the only one who's felt this gnawing within? Am I the only one who can feel the weight of my own sin? But see, here's what's unique. You can go ahead and critique, but if you hear anything tonight, hear this one thing that I speak. Where we exchanged ourselves for God, thinking that we can be him, he exchanged himself for us, absorbing all of our sin. And God literally put on flesh. Do you see how we treated him? The ultimate war veteran, because he was killed for our freedom. But nonetheless, he was thinking of you and me, with every whip that beat him, knowing full well would still say, no, I don't really need him. But like a father, he couldn't bear his children to not be free. So he was hung up that tree, paid our fee for specks of dirt, like you and me. So my plea is this, let him restore his proper place. I promise you, he loves you. Just trust in his grace. Before I leave, I'll leave you with this. What other things do you worship? Took nails in their wrists. Or how about when was the last time money or sex forgave you? When would your friend set you free from all you're enslaved to? See, what else died so that you can be made new? Or when was the last time the world promised satisfaction and actually came through? God bless you all.
Amen.